Tonight I'm getting drunk and eating mini cheddars. Ah, they're fucking delicious. So here's the thing about landlords. I rarely hear good stories about them. I understand that you have bad tenants, ones that trash properties and whatnot, but the majority of tenants are good people. And these people are in many cases paying a half to 3/4 of their income on living in a house owned by someone else. Figures suggest that there are over 750,000 empty homes in Britain. I'm just going to double check that. Siri, how many empty homes in Britain? Siri's fucked. No, sorry, I got that wrong. There's over 250,000 long-term empty residential properties across Britain, which is quite a lot. Do you really want to buy an 80-year-old home for £450,000 or a new build made of cardboard for £350,000? I think not. But nowadays, in many places, that's the only choice you have unless you move, and that's really not that simple. The problem is we're in a society now where a lot of people online say, oh, just work harder, get a second job. I did. Forgetting that the house price many years ago was, what, 4 times the average minimum wage? And nowadays it's what, 40 times the average minimum wage? Perhaps a bit of a tangent there, but the point is a lot of people are forced to rent. And whilst it's commonly known that rental prices cost more than a mortgage, perhaps it's time we can try and find a way to at least make them roughly similar in price. And many of you may think that if we cap the profit a landlord can make, then there will be a lack of rental properties on the market in the first place, because landlords will no longer buy a house and rent it out as an investment. Something would have to give and there would be a homeless crisis, and therefore the government would have to intervene even more so. So it might mean that capping rental prices leads to houses having their sale prices capped as well. Personally, I don't care if you own a home and you take a loss on it. Boo fucking who? You own a home, you lucky shite. And if you bought the house in order to make a profit from it, well, guess what? That's life. Deal with it. You will still, most likely, in most cases, make your money back. And if you've been paying your mortgage for 20 years and hoping you can sell at a profit and retire, and suddenly it turns out you can't, well, guess what? The housing market crashes anyway. It's just this time you have to sell your house at a price that someone else can afford, and they'll probably spend the same amount of time paying it off as you. I'm not an expert, but that's probably the most likely outcome. My camera's getting a bit foggy again. It's something to do with this room. But anyway, a lot of these houses for rent now are HMO houses, which is something I want to make another video about, having lived in many HMOs. But essentially, landlords nowadays, instead of charging £800 for a house where you can put, say, 3 people in it, are charging something ridiculous like £4,000 just for an extra bedroom. But this is happening all across Britain, and people don't realise it. The councils cannot keep up. The amount of stuff I've heard from people online is shocking. So it seems like the only way to fix it is to limit the amount of profit that a landlord can make. And whatever happens from there, we'll tackle that too. Thank you very much for watching. Please leave your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps this channel out. Cheers.